You're so disappointing. I thought this was gonna be a fight.
Welcome back to Paragon Ops, where we speak about Call of Duty Mobile. Today's video will cover the baddies of COD Mobile, their narrative and life they play in the universe. This marks the second installment. Be sure to check out part 1, as your favorite baddies might be featured there. This video is made with the help of the Call of Duty Wiki. Please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the video. Now, let's get into the video. Let's begin with the first character. First in the lineup is Dame Cecilia Perrin, also recognized as Dame. She features prominently in Call of Duty Mobile, making her debut in Season 4, Spurned and Burned comics. Her status as a playable character commenced on July 9, 2021, within Season 5, in Deep Water, through the Crimson Dame draw, subsequently appearing in various other fortuitous draws. Dame's journey commenced as a CO under the wing of Edouard Templar Couteau. Following in dishonorable discharge, she found herself embraced by a faction known as the Dark Covenant, where she underwent training in tactics, stealth, infiltration, and close quarters combat. It was during this phase that she earned the title Dame. Hailing from France, Dame holds allegiances with the Five Knights, Templar, and the Dark Covenant. She is notably the mother of Sophia Couteau, boasting ebony hair and eyes. Fiona St. George aka Flame Wing, plays a significant role in Call of Duty Mobile. Her introduction took place on July 25, 2023, during Season 6, Templar's Oath, as a featured part of the Scales of Fire draw. Fiona's presence is also prominent within the comics. Although her background remains veiled in secrecy, there appears to be a link between her, or her ancestors, and the events discussed by Templar with Sophia regarding his family lineage. Fiona, of British descent, is intricately connected to both the Taunton and Dark Shepherd. She is characterized by her brown hair and black eyes. Up next is Alias is another standout character within Call of Duty Mobile, introduced during Season 2, Day of Reckoning, entering the fray on March 26, 2021, through the Doppelganger draw, later appearing in Season 7, New Vision Cities comics. Alias embraces a high-risk, high-reward approach, portraying herself as a wild card, yet her remarkable skill set establishes her as the prime asset to be kept in reserve. Functioning under the Atlas Corporation, Alias unearthed a fervor for engineering, her natural aptitude driving her to enhance her proficiency and utilize her abilities in fulfilling their mission. Her affiliations encompass Atlas Corporation and UAC, while her appearance is characterized by black hair and hazel eyes. Notably, she is voiced by Ally Dixon, although her exact place of origin remains absent from the wiki, with hopes of future revelations. Next up is Kestrel, a featured character in Call of Duty Mobile, was introduced during Season 7, New Vision City on August 19, 2022, accessible through the Dow Bluing draw. Born into the privilege of a diplomatic family, Kestrel mirrored her father's footsteps within Germany's diplomatic circles, consequently fostering connections that would facilitate her involvement in covert services. Following a transition to freelance work, she assumed a role at Kurohana Arms as the Western liaison, covertly serving as their premier spy. She maintains affiliations with Kurohana Corporation and Atlas Corporation, her signature feature being her blonde hair. Moving on is Rosa, who made her debut in Call of Duty Mobile during Season 3, Tokyo Escape Comics. Her introduction as a playable character occurred on June 11, 2021, as part of Season 4, Spurned and Burned Drillhead draw. Raised in the throes of poverty, Rosa's formative years on the city streets acquainted her with the rigors of oppression. Determined to eradicate the same criminals that once ruled her existence, Rosa's life purpose became clear. Her associations include DEA, CIA, and UAC, hailing from Mexican origins and featuring brown eyes and black hair. Rosa's vocal portrayal is attributed to Jeannie Tirado. Next, we have former First Lieutenant Denise McDaniels, aka Foxtrot, a character featured in Call of Duty Mobile. She was introduced to the game on February 26, 2022, as part of Season 2, Task Force 141 in the Rogue Revenge Draw. Foxtrot also makes appearances in the comics. After joining Ghost's anti-terror strike force following events from 5 years ago, she initially looked forward to working alongside the legendary soldier. However, the Ghost she encountered was far from the legendary figure she had heard of. He appeared cold, seemingly consumed by an internal struggle, and tragically, it resulted in the loss of her best friend. Foxtrot has brown eyes and brown hair. Moving on is Alessandra Castillo, aka Outrider, who is a character and specialist featured in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and Call of Duty Black Ops 4. She also makes appearances in Call of Duty Heroes and Call of Duty Mobile. Outrider is a member of Brazil's Special Forces, specializing in long-range enemy elimination. As an orphan surviving on the streets of Rio de Janeiro's Rocinha favela, Alessandra Castillo relied on her sharp eye and keen wits. After receiving an education through one of the city's international missions, she spent her free time observing the people below from rooftop to rooftop, learning to predict their movements. At the age of 18, she joined the Brazilian army, and her agility and observational skills quickly earned her a place in the DOPESP, the Special Forces. Now functioning as an advanced scout, she tracks down her targets on the battlefield and eliminates them with deadly precision. Outrider has brown hair and brown eyes, and her voice actress is Lorene Delgado. Up next is Ether, a character featured in Call of Duty Mobile, introduced to the game on February 5, 2021, during Season 1, New Order as part of the System Overload Draw. Ether also plays a role in the comics, where she is part of the Atlas Corporation, involved in rescue and relief efforts. Starting with nothing, Ether rose to take control of the struggling Atlas Corporation, driven by her own ambition. Describing herself as a reformist, she saved the company and secured its position as the military supplier of the future. Ether has striking blue hair and brown eyes. Continuing, we have Sophia Couto, a character featured in Call of Duty Mobile, added to the game on June 30, 2022, as part of Season 6, To the Skies Battle Pass. Sophia is the daughter of Templar. Born into a world of mercenaries and terrorists, Sophia Couto was exposed to a life marked by violence and death. After witnessing her father's betrayal and murder, she dedicated herself to honing her lethal skills, longing for the day she could confront her father's killer. Sophia is of French origin and has connections with Makarov. She possesses striking blue eyes and black hair. Lastly, we have Iskra, a Chimera operator belonging to the Allegiance faction featured in Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Call of Duty Warzone. Iskra was introduced during Season 3 of Modern Warfare on May 13, 2020, as part of the HE Tracer Pack, Iskra Operator Bundle. She was born to an Urdikstani mother and Russian father during Barkov's occupation. Raised in Farah's army, she served as a Russian fluent scout and saboteur. Iskra found herself cut off outside Urdikstan after the events at Tarakalmat and subsequently joined Chimera to combat the new AQ. Iskra is characterized by her brown hair and blue eyes. Her voice actress is Shuni Attias, and her actress is Jade Struck. Thank you for watching. Comment down below your favorite baddie. Subscribe to the channel for more Call of Duty mobile videos.